Nancy here with some crazy hair today. So sorry. I don't have a vlog for you guys today, like a little after the story footage. But what I do have is I got some books. I went to the free little library, which is one of those little cabinets that are outside that have books in it that you can take. And then I always take books and put them in so that whenever I see a book, I can grab it. So I got two. I got one that's Owen and Maisie. And then I got this one, The Trouble with Tyrannosaurus Rex. But I think we're going to read this one today for an Aunt video. But I was looking in it, and this book used to be in a library. It still has the library checkout card. So before we had computers in the library, or we might have had computers, but before the library was really digitized, we had these. And when you wanted to check out a book, you had to take out the card. You'd put your date and your name, and then the librarian would keep this so that she knew, or he knew that, oh my goodness, Aunt C hasn't turned in trouble with Tyrannosaurus Rex yet. And then they would be able to tell me with their information of who has the book and where. And now it's a lot of scanning where you would scan it. There's no scanners on this one, so this must be a really old library book. I'm trying to think if I have a book that has a scanner on it. I don't think I have one readily available where you just scan and it goes boop and then you get to check it out. But we're going to pretend, because I just got this book, we're going to write our checkout in it. So it says to date. So I'm doing this on Veterans Day 11/11. My pen's yellow, so it's really hard to see. Borrower's name and C. Can you see that? You can kind of see. And then the librarian would keep this. All right, so I'm going to put it over here until we're done with the book. And then when we put it back in the library, they'd put the card back so that they had it all figured out. All right, let's get on with this book. The Trouble with Tyrannosaurus Rex. Okay, look at how cute Waffle is, though. He's sweeping. He's so cute. That was distracting. Okay, let's talk about The Trouble with Tyrannosaurus Rex. And I'm going to put it on this side. Okay. Alright. Long ago, when dinosaurs ruled the earth, there was one particularly hungry Tyrannosaurus Rex who was determined to gobble up all the other dinosaurs in the neighborhood. It got so bad that the littlest dinosaur would scarcely come out of the hiding for even a drink of water. And the more Tyrannosaurus Rex scared his neighbors, the louder he bragged, the more he strutted, and the better he thought of himself. In that same neighborhood, two young dinosaur friends named Duckbill and Ankylosaurus lived close to each other on the banks of the clear lake. One morning, when Tyrannosaurus Rex was off raising dust someplace else, the friends were quietly munching plants and sharing their daydreams while they basked in the sun. I like the pictures in this book. Ah, this is lovely, sighed Ankylosaurus. Is that how you say that one? Looks like that. I don't know. We should do this every day. But you know, if we didn't take care, we'd be mid-morning snacks to you-know-who, Duckbill replied. Our very own neighborhood tyrant, sighed Ankylosaurus. Aunt C's having a hard time with this word today. Duckbill smiled. Perhaps not for long, he said shyly. What are you talking about? He could eat 10 of me and 10 of you and still be hungry. Just so, said Duckbill, gathering courage. His stomach is 10 times larger than his brain. His arms are too short, and he's a little clumsy. But he's good at eating dinosaurs. Exactly. So if we gather everyone together for the party by the lake this afternoon, he's sure to show, right? Said Duckbill. For an early supper, sighed Ankylosaurus. Okay, then let me tell you my plan. Oh, look, they're making a plan. That afternoon, the dinosaurs pretended to have a party. Almost everyone in the neighborhood came. There was a tasty feast of leaves, pine cones, and magnolias. Triceratops led the games, and everyone had a grand time for about 5 minutes. Then, suddenly, the ground shook. Boom, boom, boom. The twigs snapped, snap, snap, snap. The leaves crunched, crunch, crunch, crunch. And fear filled the air. Some two-legged dinosaurs scurried by. "He's coming! He's coming!" they shouted, frantic in their hurry to get to a nearby cave. Everyone scattered. Even the horned dinosaurs in the field stopped grazing and scooted into the brush. Duckbill took cover behind a tree. Only Ankylosaurus stayed where he was. This was part of the plan. As it happened, he was also too scared to move. All at once, Tyrannosaurus Rex appeared, crashing through the grove of trees. His sharp teeth glistened in the afternoon light. "I do believe I found a snack!" he cried. In a few great strides, the towering beast was above Ankylosaurus, ready to sink his teeth into the creature below. He snarled and cackled while Ankylosaurus shook with fear. Wait!" cried the smaller dinosaur. "Look over there! That soft, nice duckbill would make a much better lunch than me. No, more fleshy. No horns like me. Eat him!" The hungry beast took one look at Duckbill and roared. His enormous jaws trembled greedily, and he lunged towards the new treat. All he saw was Duckbill, a fine, fleshy meal. He didn't see the Ankylosaurus who was creeping up behind him. Wham! With a forceful swing of his tail, the Ankylosaurus knocked the huge, clumsy creature off balance. He toppled into the lake with a giant kerplash. Angrier and fiercer than ever, Tyrannosaurus Rex struggled out of the water, dripping wet. He screamed and plunged directly at little Ankylosaurus. Just as Tyrannosaurus Rex was about to seize his friend, Duckbill used his tail to hurl a glob of mud at the monster's eyes. Tyrannosaurus tried to wipe the mud away, but his tiny arms were useless, and for a moment, he couldn't see a thing. He's got mud on him. Hearing the cheers and chuckles of Duckbill and Ankylosaurus, the other dinosaurs carefully crept out of hiding. Before long, they surrounded the helpless beast, whispering nervously among themselves. Tyrannosaurus was tantalized by the smells and sounds of so many dinosaurs, so many meals, this close to him. He rushed furiously, but blindly from one voice to the next, spinning around and round and round. And finally, in dizziness, he crashed to the ground. The other dinosaurs gathered close around him in disbelief. "Now what?" they all asked. "When he wakes up, he'll be a bigger bully than ever." Duckbill only smiled. Wait and see, he said. "The trouble with Tyrannosaurus Rex is he's only happy when he's the boss. I don't think he'll stick around for too long after this." That night, the dinosaurs had a real party, a grand celebration. There was feasting and dinosaur dancing that lasted far into the night. And sure enough, when nobody was watching, Tyrannosaurus Rex quietly slunk off into the woods, never to be seen in that neighborhood again. As for Duckbill and Ankylosaurus, they lived a long and serene life on the banks of the clear lake, munching plants and sharing their daydreams while they basked in the warm sun. All right, I should have looked at this first. It tells me how to pronounce them. All right, let's see how you pronounce it. Ankylosaurus. I think I had it right then. Ankylosaurus. Then this one is a Struthiomimus. Triceratops. Tyrannosaurus Rex. Styracosaurus there. Saurolophus. Anatosaurus. It's a pterodon, not a pterodactyl. There we have a Corythosaurus, a Dromaeosaurus, Pachycephalosaurus. Oh, that was good. Those are all the different dinosaurs. That was a fun story about the little guys taking on the big T-Rex. And he had to go find his dinner somewhere else that day, huh? All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed this story, friends. And I will see you guys next time. Oh, we need to return our library, because remember, return this to the library. So we're going to put this in here. Well, at least Aunt C's library. Put the card back. And then we're going to open up and put the book back on the shelf. You're sitting on the shelf. But I'll see you guys next time, all right? All right, bye. Say bye, Wappo.